Hi, and welcome to the next step in our wrap projects. This is the final project, so to speak, the Shatter Box, which is basically an open in case of emergency, things that are really starting to break down box. So, what you're going to need for your box is you're going to need some cardboard. I've already cut mine out to the sizes on my website, but you can see here the grease. This was a pizza box. I'm trying to keep this as inexpensive as possible to show you that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a quality project that'll work for you. You're also going to need some glue. I got the regular Elmer's school glue, but supposedly the glue all is supposed to work a little better, so you might want to try that one out. I have tacky glue for gluing my box together. It's a good glue. I really like it. I'm using it because I have it available, but it is kind of expensive, so you can get away with just using the Elmer's glue. I've also got my newspapers here. We're going to shred these up and use those for our paper mache. My masking tape to help me keep the sides of the boxes up, a little trick I learned from the Two Cats video. So this video is really based on her video. I just want to make something a little bit different, a little less expensive, a little less professional, because most of us are just trying to do this project to have something to help us in the future. We're not really doing it to have this really neat crafty thing. But by all means, if you're doing something really neat and crafty, go ahead. It's up to you. Anyway, why don't we go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to create my lid. So I'm going to glue my largest piece and my smallest piece of square cardboard together like so. So I'm using my tacky glue for this, but you can use whatever glue you have that is handy, preferably the Elmer's glue. And I'm going to go ahead and start gluing this on here. You can see I'm putting a lot of glue here just to make sure that it stays. Okay, there we go. Sorry, we got a lot of cats around here right now. One of our cats had kittens, so they are kind of crazy. If you hear anything running around in the background, that's probably what it is. Okay. Now we got those two pieces glued together. Now we're going to start working on our bottom. So go ahead and determine which are your smaller pieces. And these two are my shorter sides. So I'm going to be gluing these onto the sides of the box. So I'm getting this glue back out. You see, gluing this edge here. I'm going to take one of these over here, kind of affix it. Put it on there. And now this is where I'm going to get my tape. Hold on. Set that down for a second. I'm going to get this tape, and I'm just going to tape these two pieces together. Okay, so now I got these two pieces stuck together. I'm going to set it down here. Alright, so what I'm going to have you do is just go ahead and do that for each side of your box. I didn't want to bore you with me gluing side after side. It's all basically the same thing. You put the glue along the edge, you attach the side, and then you put some tape. When you start having more than one side touching, so I have tape here, and I have tape here at the bottom as well, so that every place where it's touching something, it's taped. And then you're going to let it dry. It's going to take about 30 minutes to an hour depending on what type of glue you're using. I imagine Elmer's glue is going to take a lot less time to dry than this tacky glue here. But after we're done drying, we're going to go ahead and move on and go on to the next step. Okay, so now we're going to be working with our dried box. I've got some water here. There's no glue in it as of yet. And I've got some shredded up newspaper. So what I'm going to do is, for the first layer, I'm going to use water only. This helps to make it dry faster, and the glue and everything on top is going to go ahead and make this stick just as well. So in the Two Cats video, she recommends working with the edges first. So you can see I'm starting here on the edges, and I'm going to work my way around my box. Okay, so now you can see we have our lid completely covered, and we have our completed box. Now, if you have any edges that are starting to lift up at all, you can just dip your fingers in the water and just kind of brush them back down like this. And now this is going to take a little bit to dry, so you can walk away and leave it here for now and come back in about an hour or so. Alright, your box should be dry now. It's going to be a little bit baggy, but we're going to fix that in just a second when we do our next layer. So, what we're going to do right now is I'm going to take this water right here. I've got, it's probably a little bit too much water. You want to use just about equal parts of glue and water. Oh. Mixture done. We're going to dip our strips of paper into it and start our next layer. And once again, we're going to be starting at the edges and work our way around. Now this might actually take you a couple days to complete because it does need time to dry in between layers. But if you manage to fit in time to work on it, you should get it done pretty fast. Okay, so I've finally gotten to be able to get back on here. I've been so busy with work and everything else that's been going on with my blog. This has been done for a while now, and I just haven't been able to get a chance to complete this. So, this is my box right here. This is the lid. Here's the box. Now, the only step I didn't show you because I don't know, I wasn't thinking and I just finished it and didn't record it. This part right here, you can see all I did was I set the lid on there, the bottle lid, and then I just took paper mache strips and put them over to attach it. It's actually pretty simple. You should have no problem doing it. And so all that's left is for me to decorate my box however I should choose. I might even just leave it like this because it's kind of neat looking and looks recycled. Anyway, so what you're going to do with your box is you're going to go ahead and you're going to put your action plan for the next steps, and you're going to also put your crisis plan so that when everything does come crashing down, you can have this box and you just open it up and it helps you figure out what you need to do next.